pretty positive that I can't do editing. Hey guys, today is going to be another Q&A. I asked you guys some questions on Twitter. I actually asked you guys for funny questions. So I'm excited for this Q&A because I feel like they're gonna be a little bit funnier than all of the previous Q&As. Maybe not, maybe they're gonna be the same questions. But if you guys wanna follow me on Twitter, it is the exact same as my YouTube channel. It's just Samara Redway. I ask you guys for questions on Twitter a lot for Q&As. I do it on Instagram as well sometimes, and my Instagram account is the same as my YouTube channel. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But anyways, the first question is from James, and he asks, what was your job before YouTube? Okay, serious question, not funny question, but that's still okay. It's totally fine. I had a bunch of jobs before YouTube, but my job right before I started doing YouTube was working at a juice bar, actually. I made juice. Well, I didn't make it. I bottled it, and sometimes I like peeled oranges and I sold it, and yeah, that was about it. Dwayne Robinson, have you ever made milk come out of your nose? I have never made milk come out of my nose, but one time I threw up and puke came out of my nose, so, you know. I feel like that's kind of worse. Charles Kenneth, would you buy a Bugatti or a Ferrari? Now, would I have the money to buy these, or would I have to buy them with my own money? I mean, if someone gave me the money to buy one of these cars, I would pick the Bugatti because then I'd just sell it and get more money than I would if I were to buy a Ferrari because Bugattis are ridiculously expensive. Typical Mason 77, have you ever seen a cat mating? I have not. I've never seen that in real life. I've never seen that on the internet. Not really something I plan on seeing or looking for, but if Yuki and Miku start to get along and just start going at it, I'll let you guys know. Cameron Lancaster, what is the most trouble you've gotten in at school? One time I stole some jelly beans during recess or lunch, I can't remember. But we got a detention, and I think that's the only detention I've ever got in school. I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I was a good kid in school, so I really never got in trouble. That was probably the only time. Cavish, what was your favorite thing to do when you were a child? One thing really stands out in my memory as being like my absolute favorite thing, and this is gonna sound really strange and weird. I don't know why I liked it so much, but I remember like as a kid, I was just obsessed with playing it. It was my absolute favorite thing, and that was, I invented this game called the Samara game. And in the game, I would be a dog, and I would hide underneath this like desk in our kitchen, and I would pretend that I was like a dog at a kennel, and I would get my mom, and my mom would always play it with me, and I would like, literally every day I would ask her, I'd be like, Mom, can we play the Samara game? And every time I would just get her to come to me underneath the desk, and I would pretend I was a dog, and she'd have to like pretend she was looking through the kennel at all of the dogs, and then she would pick me, and she would adopt me, and then I'd get her to put like food and water in like bowls and stuff, and I'd like eat them off the ground, and yeah. That was my all-time absolute favorite game. It was really fun when I was a kid, okay? It was like the funnest thing ever. Don't make fun of me. James, the big question. What is Andre's last name? Andre's last name is Pila Brillin. What is your favorite part about making YouTube videos? I like all aspects of it, honestly. I love filming it, whether it's, I mean, I don't film live streams, I guess, but I really enjoy doing live streams. But I love the filming process or the live streaming process. I love editing. I actually do like editing. I love, okay, you know what, my favorite part, which might sound weird, it's probably making my thumbnails. I don't know why, I love making thumbnails so much, especially like when I get really creative and like Photoshop out different things, and I don't know, I have a lot of fun doing it, so that would probably be one of my favorite parts about making videos. I love everything, so it's hard to narrow it down, but that's definitely one of my favorites. Ellie Lovegrove, would you eat a hairy spider for $500,000? Was it alive or dead? Because if it was alive, I wouldn't do it. But like dead, could I like chop it up and like bake it into like a loaf of banana bread and then just eat the banana bread and the spider would be like scattered through it? That's probably the only way I could do it though, if I just didn't know that it was there. Like I'd have to like mentally pretend that it's not there. Nathan Barber, when your setup is ready, what game will you play first? I don't know if I'll start a new one right away. I think I'll just continue with the series I already have going. But my setup should be ready within, I would say, the next week. And then I will be ready. Then we can play games at a good time during the day while it's still light outside and not at night at like 12 a.m. Tina White, how many clap push-ups can you do? None? Let's see. I don't think I can do any. Like, I'm pretty positive that I can't do any. You know what? We're just gonna go with one for that. I'm gonna count it. Actually, you know what? Let's just count that as half. I can do half a clap push-up, but that's probably it. X Riptide 25. Do you and TG argue? And if so, who starts the argument? We don't like actually angrily argue over things, but like sometimes we'll argue about like little small things. Like for example, a couple weeks ago, we were arguing about whether Miku has 4 legs or 2 arms and 2 legs. And I said she has 2 arms and 2 legs because she uses her front ones like hands and she uses them to pick up things, and then she has her back legs. And if you were gonna put pants on her, you would not put them on all 4 legs. It would look weird. You'd wanna put them just on the back legs. So I feel like those would be her legs, and then when you put like a sweater on her, you put these through the armholes, so these are her arms. But Andre said no, she has 4 legs. And we Googled it, and I think like biologically, they're considered to have 4 legs, but I'm gonna stand by my 2-arm, 2-leg thing because I think it makes more sense. But yeah, that's, we don't argue over actual things. We argue over stuff like that. Oh, Walnut, what is your favorite part of the human body and why? The one that comes to my mind first is your butt. I just like butts. I think butts are fun and they're squishy and they're jiggly. Typical Junior, why does Miku in the background always sleep in your videos? Miku! 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 She's just ignoring me. She's not even opening her eyes. Miku! Miku! She doesn't care. I guess my videos are too boring. They just put her to sleep. She's not interested. She's having none of it. Aaron Lopez, if there was a zombie apocalypse and Andre was a zombie, would you kill him? I don't think I would kill him because I still remember from The Walking Dead, the TV show, there was a girl on it and she just like took off the bottom part of his mouth, like the bottom part of his jaw. She like chopped it all off and cut off his arms because then he couldn't grab her, he couldn't bite her, so she was fine. And then she'd like walk around with him. So I think if Andre turned into a zombie, I would just like cut off his jaw, I'd cut off his arms, and then he'd be like my zombie pet. Lily Elizabeth Kelly, what movie can you watch over and over and still always love? I could probably do that with any kind of like romantic chick flick kind of movie, like Titanic, The Notebook. Movies like that, I feel like even if I've watched it 20 times, I will still bawl my eyes out. I still love it so much. Funny movies too. I can watch funny movies more than once because they're still funny. Well, most of them. Some of them get like less funny. You know what? Honestly, I could probably watch any good movie over and over again. Blahboy66, how many YouTubers have you met since you and Andre started dating? Also, congrats on 200,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. We did hit 200,000 a couple days ago now, 2 days ago, which is unbelievable to me. Absolutely unbelievable. It blows my mind. I appreciate all of your guys' support so much. Like, you have no idea how happy it makes me. And I will be doing a special 200,000 subscriber video. I'll probably film it this weekend, so it should be up within the next few days. Be sure to look out for that. But anyways, I mean, I guess I've met a few. I haven't met a ridiculous amount, and they've all been very nice. Proper Gamer 454, how long does it take to make thumbnails? It really depends. I mean, some of my thumbnails don't take too long. It's not too much editing. So like the shorter ones will take me usually like half an hour, but the majority of my thumbnails, like, I know it probably doesn't seem like it because they're probably not even that great, but I put a lot of effort into my thumbnails, and I will like Photoshop things out that like people probably don't even notice, like little tiny cuts and like a little bit of dirt and like stuff that I'm sure doesn't make too big of a difference, but I just like adding it. So when I'm like Photoshopping a lot of things in the thumbnail, they can take me like 3, 4 hours. Sometimes like in between that I'll like get a snack and stuff, so it's not like dedicated 4 hours, but sometimes like I'll work on a thumbnail on and off like all day, which I probably shouldn't do. I should probably do it a lot faster, but I don't know. I enjoy it anyways, so I don't mind. But that is gonna be it for this Q&A. If you guys have any more questions, be sure to leave them in the comments or follow me on Twitter, and then when I ask you guys for questions for the next Q&A in about a week, you can tweet me them there. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!